Ah! You ate a bunch of pills.
This is Madden Night. Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder,
3 weeks without food.
Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns.
I kind of doubt it, being that she's quote-unquote pregnant right now.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
I mean, haven't they already taken all of her kids on several occasions? I'm kind of amazed they haven't forcibly tied her tubes.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! First down, Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
To throw, Mayfield. Dumping it off for Johnson. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. 4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Well, that's not as funny.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he connects with Ertz. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
That was a route run, not just, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! A first down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one cap.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Telvin Smith able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking middle.
He'll know I don't want no pave.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 13 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Fucking killed me.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That goes for a gain of 31.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
He'll get it up the middle. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try to put it in that way.
They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the feed.
Now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the gun, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
It's taken to the 26. And an 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy. And so, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here's Foles. And that's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And give him about 5 as he gets to the 8-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
Here we go. 3-19.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Ertz over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
On third down, Mayfield. Screenplay, Johnson. And shutting him off now over field.
He is
The
leaving.
Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Read that
Let's give a little
fucking
credit
screen.
there. The offensive
Perfect.
play caller sensing the
Motherfucker bounces
screen
off the
pass
hit
was
and gains
available.
17 yards.
Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always
Automatic
enjoy the
first down.
conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Set. Blue landing.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Foles. Incomplete.
Goddamn.
He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Here's Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Retired.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Well, damn, Terry, why you gotta say it like that?
Now from Philadelphia. And the Eagles out in front early. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now Foles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Following the interception, Mayfield finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Don't you know who that is?
Half, he was held in
That's the
check on the
goddamn
ground,
juggernaut,
that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll
How
give
the
it to
hell
him
was
up the
that
middle.
not
And this has
fucking
been a
offside?
familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what
That's
a
all I
difference a
wanted.
week makes. Last week,
how is that
he ran
possible?
pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Now it's Parker. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback.
I hear growling, but I hear Brady
and let
fucking.
him fling another one.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to
Still
get off the
first
ball
down.
quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
All right, here we go. Green.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme?
Right there,
Maybe
AJ
we should look at the
Boye.
defense and just give them a
That's why I
whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go play action here on 1st down. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook.
Right,
and he'll be taken
motherfucking
down,
there.
but not
That's
before
why I
he gets
hate you.
into enemy territory. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the
Well, I
drag
pay
route
him,
can
y'all.
be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. He'll look to throw. Keeps himself upright. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Derek Kindred there to get a hand on that one.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
You can run on.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. They'll set up a throw. Going for the deep ball. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Who
And
the
he finds
biggity
enough of an
fuck is
opening
Kevin?
to get this one back up to his 20. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Back to the ground. This time it's high. And
Smoke
that
that
one blown up
bitch.
quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield looking left side. He's got it. Complete. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious?
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Throwing. Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game.
I feel like that is a trap.
On 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not
like
what they
by
were looking
very
for there on the
presence,
opening
that's a
play of
trap.
this drive. Handoff comes to Hyde. No gain on the play. That's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things
I was
up on you
noising
down
your
the
noise.
stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
Gotta get that.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Gotta get that.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3-19. 3-19.
They go to Johnson again. They
that.
get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Browns on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Mayfield down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Marthema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit.
Are you listening to Zombie?
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
It is.
To throw, Mayfield. Incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go around.
Guitar wasn't hard enough,
when you're running the route
for a regular-ass guitar.
You don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here we go now. Green.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st.
Now let's go.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Now Leonard Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Foles.
Yeah.
Looking deep downfield.
Yeah.
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end.
So I hit a 60 and a 62-yard kick in this game.
And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And we focus on Duke Johnson now. So at the start of this game, it looked like the defense was wearing him down a little bit. Now you look at the numbers, that's kind of flipped.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. And his offensive line has really started to play well.
Here we go.
And the best offensive line coaches that I've ever talked to, when they have great runners, you know what they tell their guys? Relax. You don't have to be perfect. Get as many guys as you can. But if you leave one free, the great runner will either make him miss or go through him. So don't worry about that. You don't have to be so precise. Just go ahead, block some people, try and create some room, and allow him to go to work.
Green 39! Green 39!
Second down, Mayfield. Ertz over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Pick up there, 22. First down now, but that clock rolling. Mayfield on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Here we go now. Green.
Mayfield now from the 50. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Now Mayfield.
Just trying to say the ground.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards on the pickup,
It's delicious.
and it'll be second
I don't know why it
down.
took you so.
Here we go now. Green 19.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, they're.
Anytime a ball's
Well,
thrown
no,
in the
that
middle
don't
of the
even
field,
make
it's popped
sense
up in
because
the
the
air.
French
I expect
vanilla
someone
bottle
to
is
catch,
blue
no
and the
matter whether it's
Oreo bottle
offense
is
or
yellow.
defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now they face a third down and 4
possible, yeah.
after that incompletion on second down.
Hurry up, here we go.
I've had the Oreo
Green 19.
several times. It's actually pretty good.
Green 19.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield.
You know what you need to do? You need to get you the Cold Stone flavor.
I'm not
It
sure
tastes
we
like
could
melted
spot any
vanilla ice
tendency
cream.
here on this third down. They could have run it or
Yeah.
passed it. Either
No
one
bullshit.
was
I've
available.
actually got a
They
bottle
chose
of it
to
in my
try and get it
refrigerator
through
right
the
fucking
air,
now,
but they
as
were
we speak.
unsuccessful.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down.
Yeah.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's
It's
see how this
coffee cream.
plays out.
It just tastes like melted
As
vanilla ice cream.
expected, they're going for it to
Specifically
keep the drive
melted
alive.
vanilla ice cream.
And he comes back
Not,
with one
just
complete.
plain vanilla ice cream. Vanilla
They
ice cream
keep
that's
the
been
game
sitting out for a
alive,
minute.
at
You
least for
stir it
the
up a lot,
moment,
so it
as
melts.
it's a first
That.
down.
That's what it tastes like. It is 100%.
First down, Mayfield.
It's International Delights, I think it's called.
That is
Forward
caught
pass.
at the 7. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Yeah, they make the Oreo creamer
Another forward
and all that.
pass. Offense.
They make a bunch of flavors. They make Oreo. They make Reese's. They make fucking
So the big play
What else they
nullified, a legal forward pass.
Almond
Maybe
Joy.
we know why they were able to get such a good chunky yardage on that
Cinnabon.
play. That pass was illegal.
Not cinnamon,
So the illegal
Cinnabon.
forward pass also
As
cost
in
him
the
a down.
actual
And now
fucking
it's second and
Cinnabon.
long. Here's
Like
Mayfield.
the brand name Cinnabon.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle
Yeah,
Rudolph.
that cinnamon that
And
they
it'll
mix
bring up
crack
third
cocaine
down.
into.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead.
And, you know, they also
quarter.
make basic
Maybe
bitch
can
flavors
expect more
like
passes like that
hazelnut
downfield.
and Irish cream and amaretto.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They go play action. Mayfield. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
What the hell is
Here we go
that?
now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sua Cravens with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15
motherfucking Cravens.
at the 14-yard line on the return. Parker,
Gary
the intended
motherfucking
target.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now the Browns
I love
are
that the
take another
CPU tries to
timeout,
provoke the Phillies.
as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. And they take a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done. And you know you.
So for the Jaguars, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.